Wow. Wow. Liverpool 1, City 2. What an ending to the game. So much drama, so much things to unpack. And City, I think are within, is it 6 points? It must be 6 points now. City must be within 6 points of Arsenal. They haven't, yeah, 6 points within Arsenal. And brother, what a game, bro. Because in the beginning, I felt like two clowns fighting. The mistakes, the open spaces, the opportunities. City should have been ahead from the beginning. But before I get into that, make sure you're liking the video, subscribe to the channel, hype the video, leave your comments, leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let me know what you think about the game, and let's get into it. Do you know what I mean? You show some support to the channel, man. Almost I like 16 subscribers away from 1.1k. So on the way to 2k. Help me get there. And yeah, let's get into it. I think in the beginning, City had majority of the ball. They had majority of the ball. They were just bopping it about. Liverpool couldn't really get it. Do you know what I mean? They were trying to go forward and everything, but they couldn't really get anything from them. But Marmoush, he was off today, bro. Marmoush was off. Semenya was a bit of a danger, and Haaland had that one opportunity 1v1 where he should have scored, where I think Allison came out at the right time and just pressed, like, closed the space down quickly. He couldn't get the rebound in, and then after that it was like cool, whatever. Then slowly Liverpool was starting to get some opportunities, trying to go forward. I don't really see anything. You know what I mean? They had opportunities here and there. Slowly during the time, you know, I mean, things are improving and improving. But first half though, it was like City was playing with fire, bro, in the back, just messing about in the back, passing it to people they shouldn't be passing it to, just constantly pass it, putting it to places the people that are under pressure. Gahey, Kuzanov was making mistakes. He would like clear it and then he didn't clear it, and then there was problems, like all these things. Second half begins and Liverpool are all over City. And that's when you start thinking, oh, if you didn't take your opportunity, if you took some of your opportunities in the first half, you wouldn't be in this position. You wouldn't be in this position. I personally, I said City will win 2-1, but they had that record against them. I think he was the only one 3 times in 50 games, and one of them was in COVID. Pep, like, they didn't have a great record, but this team is there to get at. You get at this team. Let's get into that as well. Yeah, second half, Soboslai, bro. How's Donnarumma only putting 2 men on that wall? 2 men on that wall. Donnarumma, bro, rocket from Soboslai. 1-0. We started to think maybe the game's dead now. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of boring. 10 minutes or just, but I think it was like 7, just below. I think it's probably around 74 minutes. Something, if I'm not mistaken, around that time when he scored that goal. He goes and scored that goal, and it kind of kills because they had that momentum. They hit City on the counter multiple times. Obviously, at that point, I think Kusanov had that little collision. Ekatike missed the header. You know, I mean, Salah kind of woke up in that second half when they had a bit more counter attacks, and Salah found himself in a bit more space. Is when he started having joy. First half, he was non-existent. Haaland, same thing. Like when it comes to City, non-existent. Rodri trying to do his best that he kind of midfield ain't really working for him. Do you know what I'm saying? He looks like he's on his own there. And it's that battle of the midfield that they keep losing, bro. That is putting him in these positions. It feels like there's a disconnect between attack and defense. That's when you watch City, that's how much it is. And they're still trying to play at the back. They still put, I know that what they were trying to do, they were trying to bait their attention. They tried to bait the opposition forward and then try to hit them with the long ball over to Haaland and Marmoush. But Marmoush was stinky. Stinky. Even had that little 1v1, and I think it was the first half or second half when Allison came out. Instead of going forward, the ball headed like Ekitiki tried to do it. He tried to kind of go for it and then not go for it. So maybe that he goes through. Like, he likes simple stuff, bro. He just simple stuff with Ekitiki. Sorry, with Marmoush. Other than that, let me think about what's the rest. Yeah, Ekitike had a couple opportunities, bro, to put the game to bed. He had that header and he had that shot as well when it went out wide. Um, Gakpo kind of improved a little bit in the second half. Some of his decision making, but yeah, they were 1-0 up, and then they go to the other side. I think 90th minute, 91st minute, 7 minutes to go, and obviously Turkey's come on. Kuzanov came off, so Diaz came on. So Turkey, I was like, for me, Turkey was too far behind. You know what I mean? I feel like he, as a 10 or whatever he's playing, just play a bit further forward. We need you to affect the game further forward. He goes further forward. You know what I'm saying? He goes further forward. And they start to have a bit of control. Nunes, for some reason, don't want to cross the ball. You have Haaland up front, make something of it. Haaland was missing most of the games, but he's a player that relies on the service. But at some point, you felt like the game may have been gone. You felt like the game may have been gone because, bro, the more you watch, Haaland wasn't even trying to go for headers no more um with Van Dijk. Obviously, Van Dijk had that yellow. And then after that, you just felt like, okay, cool. We don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what's gonna happen. It's looking kind of dead now. It's looking kind of dead now. But other than that, yeah. So they had the opportunity. I think there was a ball over the top. Haaland heads the ball down, um, just just above. I think he just heads the ball away from. I think Van Dijk missed the header, and Bernardo Silva scores this 1-1. You know what I mean? That's what happens 83rd minute. So it's not far from when Liverpool scored their goal. And then obviously when they started attacking more and more, ball goes to that new whatever that rubbish fullback is that they play him, bro. The ball goes to him. Um, he just gets the ball before Allison. Allison tries to close him down, takes him out, and yeah, bro, he threw that game. Like, they were in there. So they could have at least gotten a draw. It's top five out of their hands. That's a lot of people saying it was a must-win game. Let me know in the comments below if you think top five is out of their hands. Then it was 1-1. Haaland goes take that penalty. He scores 2-1. And then as soon as that ends and the celebrations or whatever, they start playing. They start the attack. What of that? There was a through ball that went straight to, I think it was Salah. Yeah, and the block from Gay was important. Important, because if that went through, that could have been a goal. Because how simple their wingers just stop the ball and just cross it into the box and someone gets their head onto it. That's crossing, bro. That's crossing into the box. That's aiming for your strike. Other than that, it went to one of the players there, and yeah, they had the penalty, scored the penalty, whatever. We're moving on now. Moving on. Now, obviously, Liverpool on the attack, whatever. Who was that guy? McAllister had that shot, banging shot. Donnarumma makes that very, very important saves. He saves the ball. And then I think they were maybe I don't know what happened after because I was like, oh my days, the game's getting mad. I want to get my drink or something. Looked up, the ball's going over the top straight to Ait Nouri. He runs through, hits the shot, saved. Um, he messed that one up. Then they went up again. Then they went back to the other side later. You know what I mean, bro? Obviously, Allison at that point he was just up. He was playing further forward. So when that ball went over the top and Haaland was going, Soboslai was behind him. They're both running for the ball. Haaland essentially was getting it. Soboslai pulled him, and then Haaland pulled him after, which then let the ball go in. Cherky got the goal for that. I think Cherky's the one that crossed that ball in. They're all celebrating. The referee goes back to VAR, checks VAR, and sends Soboslai off. The guy who potentially could have been the hero ends up the villain. Blood. You know what I mean? Obviously not necessary because he didn't throw the game away. They were already losing at that point, if we're going to be honest, right? But other than that, yeah, man, I felt like this is what we thought we were gonna see from the beginning. Not when it was like dying ends and things are not happening for anyone. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I expected for this game to be. High intensity. Like it was just a basketball game. And City was losing all their second ball before all those the goals went in. Every time they cleared it, it's full for a Liverpool player. Every time it cleared it, full for a Liverpool player. They're getting countered again. They're all out of position. So look, good win for City. They're only 6 points behind Arsenal. Arsenal does not get that 9 point gap. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Lamine calls or Yamin calls it. You know what I mean? They didn't have the courage. You know what I'm saying? Liverpool didn't have the courage. City had the courage to stay and still make it a title race. And they need to fix up as well because the structure and whatever they're playing in is still shaky. A lot of shakiness in that team. You know what I mean? So a lot of shakiness, a lot of liability. But this new players like a Ait Nouri, a Gay still new on that team that's adapted and all that. But they managed to get the result even though people thought a lot of other people thought they weren't getting the result. A lot of people thought the game was dead. This is how you come back, bro. You have to take risks going forward. All that passing in the back sometimes ain't gonna win you no game if you're behind. If no one took that risk to put the ball into the box, Haaland may have not headed it down. That's not one goal. If no one took the risk um to pass it to the right back, I don't know why did I forget his name. He wouldn't have been tackled by the goalkeeper. He wouldn't have gotten a penalty. You have to take that risk. You have to take that risk. But either way, City win the game. Soft belly Liverpool, all that. I'm reading it, all that. That's what people are putting. Soft belly Liverpool. Do you get what I'm saying? Historic win. That's all what they're saying, bro. Yeah, I said I believed in City today, and they didn't let me down. So, Liverpool are further away from us now. Are City gonna win the league, or do you think City are gonna be in the title race to the end? You know what I'm saying? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribing. Hype the video, and I see you guys in the next one. Peace.